but StreamYard.
You know how it goes. You know how it goes.
There it goes.
There we go. Greetings, readers, travelers, and listeners alike. My name's Richey Stevens, and I am the host of Richey's Players Guild. And welcome to another fun, exciting episode. We got a fun couple of things to talk about with our guest. But before we introduce him, we're going to introduce the man who doesn't need any introduction because he is Mr. Party People, Dennis. Dennis, my man, what is going on?
Party People? How's it going? Thank you, Richey. How are you doing?
I am doing wonderful. You know what? Thank you for asking. Since Sam is not here tonight to ask me that, I'm glad you asked because I was afraid I wasn't going to get asked. So I'm doing well. Fun day at work. Now I'm ready to talk some lit RPGs, and actually I want to talk, one of my top reads of the year so far because it was that damn good.
Ooh.
But before we dive into that, we should probably introduce one of the two people behind this amazing book, and that is the one and only Troy Osgood. Troy, how we doing tonight, sir?
Not too bad. Yourself?
Oh, living the dream. You know what? Let's ask Dennis. Dennis, did you answer how you're doing? Did you have a good day today?
I am doing fantastic. It was actually a pretty low key day. Yeah, it was a good day.
Yeah, we got to talk when I went and got food on lunch. So
that
was probably the highlight of your day. Talking to me.
Yeah, exactly. You called me. I said, "Wow, this is it. This is peak.
this is peak." But
I feel weird because I'm not wearing a hat. You just realized that I always wear a hat. I don't have.
I was gonna say I always have the hat on now. Like it's part of the brand. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I feel naked.
There was one year where when I was hosting on the Penultimate Conquest, where the podcast had originally started, we did the Cobra Kai review, and I had a red headband or a Mortal Kombat shirt. Like I was going full Johnny Lawrence, and I
love Cobra Kai.
It was good. It was good. I was like, no, this is like I would have done well in the 80s with this.
I still haven't watched it yet.
Beat up.
Oh, Cobra Kai's fantastic.
Classic. It's a good one. They really brought back just like everything.
Yeah, and it gets a little over the top.
Mm-hmm.
It gets a little over the top, but it's good. And I think Annie Sheehan, the girl who played Allie, the love interest in Cobra Kai, like I think she just died like today.
Really?
Or yesterday. Yeah, she was on Alf.
Oh wow!
I can't remember if it's the same girl.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Did you see on the morbid topic of Oliver Tree? Did you see that?
I did. That was wild.
That. Yeah. In a helicopter accident in Rio. I'm not
getting on a damn helicopter.
Yeah, this is like a little bit of a hey, don't get on a helicopter.
And Tors is already saying she finished Arcane Galaxy and is obsessed.
Well,
guess what, Tors? July 30th for you. I don't know how it works because you're in Australia, but
maybe she gets it a day earlier.
Yeah, if you get it a day early, we're gonna have to fight. Like that's just how it is. So obviously, Troy, we're gonna talk a little bit about Arcane Galaxy, which you had co-wrote with Jake Mallory, which fantastic. I love Mallory's work. I love your work. So I was excited to see how you two were going to intertwine your guys' writing styles because they're two different styles.
Oh God, yes.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about Arcane Galaxy? What is your elevator pitch when people ask you hey, what's this about?
It's basically Firefly, but as a lit RPG.
Okay.
That's a good way to put it.
There's
a meme. I can never say that word right. I saw it was a clip from Clone Wars, and it's got Anakin talking to Obi-Wan, and he says, how are we going to get out of this mess? And Obi-Wan's like, oh, we're just going to make a bigger mess that overrides the other one, something like that. And I sent that to Jake, and I'm like, this is Arcane Galaxy, and this is Rivers to a T. And he's like, yep, that's it exactly. That's because that's just what happens. They make a mess, and it just makes it. The only way to get out of it is make a bigger mess.
I mean,
somehow it works.
You mean 100%. General make a mess Skywalker? Say less.
Right?
That's true. No, I enjoyed that aspect of it. I mean, it's in the title, right? Chaos Protocols. I mean, it ties into the craziness of Rivers just trying to get out of situations or
I don't even know how he gets out of half of it too. I'm like, this guy should be dead by now.
Also, Dan's performance throughout this book is fantastic. Yes. Which I mean,
God, yes.
When you're getting a Daniel Wisniewski book, you're getting a top tier performance. But holy shit, he went all out on this. And I mean, he's having a great year. We got Which I mean, my top 5 books, I think Dan has narrated 3 of them.
Wow.
So
yeah, he's knocking him out left and right.
God, yeah.
He needs to chill.
It was actually last year at Lit Up PG Con. I had heard Dan on Mage Tank, and I loved it.
Oh my God,
he was on a
so good.
panel I was watching with Steve Boyu from Athon,
Mm-hmm.
who's the moderator. And afterwards, Steve walks by me, and I'm like, Steve, I want Dan on Arcane Galaxy. And he's like, okay, we'll make it happen.
Okay, so that answers one of the questions I was getting ready to ask was, so obviously the book's published with Athon, and a lot of the work you do is it goes through Athon and everything. Yep. Do you ever really get a say on the narrators, or does Athon is like, hey, here you go?
The first series I did with them, Sky Realms Online, they came and said that Pavi was going to be the narrator, and if I had an issue with him, I'm like, nope, I've heard he was on a couple of the early lit RPGs I had read. I'm like, nope, that's perfect. And Jeff, we specifically went with Podium so we could get Nick Podell as a narrator, because we specifically wanted him as a narrator.
Top tier. That's like one of my favorites.
Yeah. Battlegrounds, I asked for Neil and got Neil. And then for the connected system, because it went to Dreamscape, I can't even remember who they are now. They came back with a list of 3 or 4 narrators, and JS was one of them. Like, I want JS.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then the only one I didn't really get a pick from so far was Tales of a Frog Rider, when Podium picked it up, and they suggested Oliver Hembo, who did the narration for the first book, to me, and I'm like, oh, he fits, so I went with it.
Now, that's the one that was originally the Yonder exclusive.
Yes.
Right. Okay. I remember we talked about that when we got to do the episode with Jared over on Spoiler Sessions. So that was really fun. And this is where that's where I heard about Arcane Galaxy, and I was like, oh no, I'm ready for this book.
Oh yeah.
And I pitched it to Sam, and Sam did want to be here tonight, but she just wasn't feeling well. She loves Mallory. But she knows Mallory for the
Morgan and
the Dark Ages.
Yeah, which is awesome. That one is awesome. I love that series.
She's like, that is one of my favorite series. And I was like, okay, so this is going to be a little different because you're getting the sci-fi version of Mallory, which it's a completely different tone.
Yes.
And so going into it, what was like the writing style? Like, how does the process go when co-writing? Like, do you do the like the outline and then like Mallory kind of fills in, or do you guys like take turns like writing? Like,
I don't outline anything.
Okay.
With this one, I specifically went looking for co-writer for a couple of series, just because I had so many ideas and I just don't have enough time on my own doing stuff. So I wanted to get a little bit more stuff out there and kind of work with some other people. So I kind of put the feelers out, and he reached out and we started talking. I read some of his stuff, thought it would be a good mix, and then I kind of sent him the basic outline of the premise of, not the outline of the series, but the premise of basically the premise of the series. And I had no idea what the adventure was going to be or anything like that. So just kind of described what it was, and I left it a little bit open-ended so that he could kind of throw his 2 cents in here and there. I didn't keep it very, I wasn't very straight and narrow. This is what you're going to do kind of thing. It was like, this is broad idea, and then he just took it and ran with it.
Okay.
And, so he did the majority of it. We talked about different scenes here and there. I'd read, he'd get like 30K words or something like that, and then I go back in and read it, add my little 2 cents here and there, kind of suggest things of where I thought I saw it going. I did all the interludes and the epilogues, with kind of all stuff I threw in there, and we just kind of worked it out like that way.
Okay.
All the craziness, all the insanity is mostly Jake.
Amazing. I mean, the dialogue throughout the whole book is amazing. I loved it. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, so I know you added in your parts of it, but you almost acted out like as like a mentor for this book in terms of this idea. Yeah, that makes sense. I liked it a lot. I mean, a lot of it was intense. It was for me a little bit on like the slower in terms of what's happening. Like, if you really think about what happened in the book, not a lot happened in terms of the plot, but like everything just went really well together in the momentum of like, hey, like we're gonna do this and this and that. All in all, like all they did was just, I guess die, get into this world, fly to a place and then fly out of it, right? Like it's
pretty much. That's kind of typical for my stuff anyways. I've noticed that compared to a lot of other books, it takes a long time for any of my characters to get anywhere. My books tend to be shorter time spans over the length of the books compared to a lot of other people.
It's a more of like a slow burn like aspect to it. Like it's like you want everyone to enjoy the ride getting there.
Yep.
And we're gonna take our time. We're not it's not like, hey, we're hitting God next chapter. We're building up. You want to make sure the people love the characters. You want to make sure that this world that we're building is fantastic. And I mean, I love it. I think we need more like sci-fi-esque like settings. Like this is a perfect blend for sci-fi and fantasy in Lit RPG. Where
I don't know if he'll be mad at me or not, but I do know what next series Jake has coming out, and it hits the sci-fi bubble. I don't know too much about it. He hasn't told me much about it. I know the title, and I know it's sci-fi, Lit RPG. But
the man is a machine.
Yeah,
he's got a little bit of everything because he has his like modern day apocalypse that he's doing with Cassius Lang. He has his like urban fantasy murder mystery detective one he did with Legion. Then you have Morgan and Merlin. Then he had his actual like sci-fi Lit RPG,
Psycho Marine,
which was phenomenal. So
he's
that's where
random stuff thrown at him, and he's written children books as well, short stories, just random, like just all over the place.
He's awesome. The next Harmon Cooper, in my opinion. Like he's genre like bending everything, and I'm all for it. Like we need more of that.
I mean, with Arcane Galaxy, it's not only sci-fi fantasy like that mix. My favorite aspect of it was like the heist of it. I love heist. I mean, when I was reading, I was like, I was watching a movie right now, and this movie. If you
like heist, just wait for book 2.
I can't wait.
I'm hyped about it. But I was like watching. I was like, this is just like a sci-fi movie, like Ocean's 11. Like they're trying to get their shit bag. It's be stealthy. Trying to get the engineer. I mean, I mean, you explained it in the beginning. It is Firefly. So it's like that aspect. I think it was perfectly well done.
There's a real heist in book 2.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. And like the cover for it, like it gave me the like the Warhammer 40K vibes I've been looking for a little bit in Lit RPG, because I'm like, oh dude, I get a big fucking orc on the front cover. Oh, I'm sold. Give me the big orc.
I think that's how I described it to Steve when we were talking about the cover. I'm like, big, like a orc, but 40, Warhammer and that kind of sci-fi armor. It still looks like armor, but it's got sci-fi elements to it, kind of stuff.
It almost gives off power armor vibe in Fallout, so you can add that in there as well. Like it just it fits so well.
Just wait till book 2. Like power armor, just wait till book 2.
I've seen the cover for book 2. It looks
how much bigger is book 2?
Book 2 is just even wilder.
In terms of like actual book size,
it's about the same length.
About the same. Nice.
Yeah. We're not done book 3 yet. We kind of got a little bit busy with some other stuff, and that kind of started lagging. But we do need to get that one.
We're talking Arcane Galaxy, Matt. I see you in the chat, buddy. Don't worry. He said, "What book are we talking?" I just heard Warhammer. I love Warhammer, Matt. I know you love Warhammer. That's why I brought it up. This is a book that you're gonna like, brother.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And
I enjoyed it a lot. That's all I'm saying.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a good time.
It's a good time from start to like the beginning of it is a little slower. Like it's one that it does take a minute for it to like actually pick up. And I was gonna wait until Lit RPG Con to pick up a copy because I didn't want to bring a bunch of books. I was like, oh, just get the books while I'm there. My wish list got cleared out, and this was on there, so I was like, "Oh, well, now I got to bring it because I want to have Troy sign it. I'm going to have Dan sign it."
When did you buy the physical copy? Right away when it came out? Did you get the physical copy like right away when it came out?
I don't think he has the misspelling.
No, sure he doesn't have the misspelling one.
Where's the misspelling?
It would be on Chaos, but he doesn't. I don't have it either. Let's see.
Yeah, the A and the A and the O were switched on the first copies. So there's misprints.
No, mine's
protocols.
mine's normal. Damn it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, what was it with Discount Dan? There was a couple of others where
the
nip.
Crocs
He licked the
nips.
nip. I have that one. I have one of those.
Yeah, I don't have one of those. Maybe I do have one of those.
I don't have a copy of Chaos Kingdom, so I need to pick it up.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, so I was interesting to learn about like the writing styles and how Mallory kind of took over in terms of the aspects of the story. Because there was this one scene, and I wanted to talk about it, and it was I guess we're kind of getting into spoilers already, but it was
light spoilers. Light spoilers are okay.
In there is a scene where Rivers is trying to get swayed by, I guess, the other, like the commander, the
Flamingo.
Yeah, not Flamingo, but there was are they the GDG, right? Is that what they are?
Oh, yep.
So one that main commander that is like taking over. It's at the end of the book, and so he's trying to sway it and be like,
Thrall.
And the people on your ship are actually like not who they seem, right? And like the betrayal scene of being like, who are you? Like, I actually can't trust you anymore. And then it was this such like intense betrayal scene of like I need you to be honest with me. Like, have you been feeding people information? Have you been feeding, them information, writing me out, telling them where we're at? And they were like, oh no, we're not doing this. And he's like, oh, okay, fair enough. Cool. I think we can move on from this. I was like, wow, like this, I was like, no way that this is gonna happen. Like plot twist and everything, the intense betrayal scene, I can feel it. And then I was like, no,
it's coming. I feel like it's coming.
Fair enough. Oh, 100%. I mean, I don't know. It seems like that. The dialogue of it, the environment. I mean, the emotion that it gets put into scenes like that just really is what keeps it going and what brings people in.
We tried to keep it so a little. What you expect isn't necessarily going to be what happens.
Right. No, that 100% is. I mean, that's how Rivers goes, right? I mean, he gets in. He tries to make a plan, but it never ever is going the way he wants it to go, and it just goes crazy. Which is funny. I mean, like, a bit of it, you want to feel bad for him, right? Like everyone's like just pissed off at him. He's like, I try to contain myself. I try to limit myself. The damages that we make. Way. Yeah, he's like, please, I'm trying my best out here.
Yeah, but he's so good at what he does that somehow it works.
Yep, exactly. He gets out of it alive, almost unscathed, I guess.
So let me ask this, because with the audio, like I wasn't expecting the accent that Dan picked. That threw me off. So I want to talk about that for a second. When the character notes were like sent over to Dan, like was he told like, hey, accent? Because we never really learned where the MC's
I don't really
from.
give my narrators many notes. I kind of leave it up to them. If there's a specific accent, it's going to be called out in the text anyways. So with Rivers, he came up with that idea on his own. And he sent me a clip of let me see if I can dig it up real quick.
I mean, we get small snippets of like he's deployed, I think, in the UK, right? I think that's really the bulk of what we get about the region or like where he's from.
Yeah. But I mean, like you could say it's deployed, but it's never actually like pinpointed he's from like Glasgow or wherever.
Yeah, so Dan specifically picked out a what is it? I have to check it out with my Facebooks. Oh man,
I would assume Rivers sounds British. Taurus.
It totally is. But Dan picked out a specific character in a movie that he wanted to copy, and I cannot remember. And I just tried to dig it up and find.
I was gonna say I'm like, I want to call him, but I don't want to bother him and be like, hey Dan, we're live. Who is the character?
That's fair. When I was reading it, my favorite was Flamingo because he reminds me of like one of the Kingsmen in those movies. He reminds me of like
kind of the vibe I was kind of going for, that stiff British gentleman, all proper at all times kind of thing. Yeah,
but still like can just like obliterate anybody because of the training.
He gives a little Merlin vibes, which is Mark Strong's character.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of the vibe I was getting, but no, the accent, like it threw me off because like I've been listening to Dan, so I've been, hearing Dan as just his normal burly voice, and then all of a sudden accent. I was like, "What the shit, Dan? Give me a heads up." He does
it so well too.
He does. He does, and I was like,
knocks it out of the park.
I was like, this isn't going to be the whole book, right? And I was like, oh no, it is. This is the main character. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. No, he keeps it up very well.
Yeah.
I love it.
Because
he did a great job.
Like Founders Edition, it's just Dan's voice. Like it's his normal voice. Even when he, gets into the game, it's like, oh, it's not
right.
There's not really the accent or anything there for the dwarf. Quest Academy, it's just Dan's voice. And I was like, okay, I don't think I've ever listened to a book where Dan does an accent for the entirety of the book. And I was like, holy shit, this is good. This is good stuff. I like this a lot.
That's fair. With this book, I mean, you mentioned it earlier, is that you already had the book written and then you heard Dan and you were like, I need that guy. Was there any moment in any of your other series where you wrote a book to a specific voice?
So the one that's kind of behind me is the System Challenger, which I have currently up on Royal Road, and I kind of started writing that with a specific narrator in mind who I wanted to do it, because I'm not going to say who it is just because I might not end up using them because it's kind of changed along the way.
Yeah.
So there was a specific narrator, and the way they narrated a couple of books, and I just love the extra little bits they put in, like pauses and asides, that kind of stuff, and it was just great. I'm like, oh, that's who I want. And so I kind of started writing the character with that in mind, and it's kind of evolved a little bit, so I don't know if it necessarily fits as well as before.
Yeah
So
okay,
that's fair. Do you want to talk about that a little bit? Give a little marketing kick on.
Let's hear about the book. I want to hear about this.
Yeah, so the System Challenger is an apocalyptic lit RPG. It takes place 25 years after the apocalypse. So Earth has already gone through the tutorials. They've had 25 years to kind of get settled. Factions have taken over different parts of the planet, that kind of stuff. And then after the 25 years is when Earth gets opened up to the multiverse. And they get access to this place called the Nexus, which is where all the different factions from across the multiverse and all the different planets kind of meet and can interact. And there's a tower that kind of spans through the Nexus that they kind of work their way up and getting resources and stronger and stuff like that.
Okay.
So it stars Nick Howell, the main character there, is the strongest person on Earth when it starts up, and he just hit level 100, which is what you need to be able to get onto the Nexus. And he leads it's actually the third biggest faction on the planet, but he's the strongest person. He just doesn't. He's one of those guys that doesn't want to be the leader, but he is, because he's the strongest. So he keeps there with the bigger factions, who are the ones that want to expand and take over the entire planet. He kind of keeps them in line.
Okay.
Trying to keep his people safe and prosperous. So he's the first one from Earth onto the Nexus, and it just kind of follows his adventures as he's dealing with everything on the Nexus, meeting all these other factions, meeting elves and orcs, and dealing with all those politics, and then having to deal with politics back on Earth and stuff like that. So
System Apocalypse turned into Tower Climber? Is that
Tower Climber? It's got quite a bit of everything in it. He climbs the tower. Okay. He's dealing with the apocalypse the apocalypse was 25 years ago, but he's dealing with Earth how it stands now.
Yeah.
And what's going on there. So it jumps back and forth between Earth and the Nexus.
So with the Nexus and it being opened up to like the multiverse, is there potential to like have it cross over with like any of your other series?
So yeah, kind of. So I started doing this concept, and Arcane Galaxy is actually the first one that touches on it with it's this Celestial LSR system. Then the Celestial Systems is something that crosses over between a lot of my stuff going forward. Like System Challenger is the Celestial Challenge system.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think how many spoilers I want to give away for the grand idea. But so basically almost every book is going to be part of this system, the Celestial Systems. But every one is different, and there's reasons why every one is different. But the potential is for it all kind of to come together at some point. but that would be years and years from now.
Oh, sure. I like how you made a system apocalypse, and you're like, here's a system, survive, figure it out, and then 25 years later, you're like, oh, here's more. You thought you were all settled in.
No, this was the tutorial.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Y'all are screwed.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, you guys feel comfortable now? Well, don't. Like, you can't.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yikes.
I like that. I like that.
I do like when authors like kind of give like that kind of like they have one system and they're like, oh no, this isn't the actual thing. Here's the big thing.
Yeah.
An author that does that so well, in my opinion, is Timothy McGowan. He's very notorious for like his book ones. Like he's got a system in place, and then halfway through, he's like, "Nah, fuck that. Here's the actual system."
That's fair.
He does that a lot.
I like when a system like unravels and like you reveal the mysteries behind it, right?
Yeah.
Like, obviously, why is this person the champion? Why is the system here? Like, what is going on? And what new things are there? And unraveling all that, I do enjoy that aspect of it, and opening it up for that multiverse part of it. And you mentioned that this person like gets access to it after level 1. Like, is it
after
almost
level
like
100?
Level 100, sorry. And with that, is it like almost like champion based? Like, is he like the champion of Earth?
No, he's one of the strongest from Earth, but it's basically once you get onto the Nexus, it's almost like starting over, because everybody is level 100 when they get access to it. So anybody on there is going to be level 100, and there's been factions that have been there for hundreds of years, so they were obviously much higher.
Yeah.
So he's starting off again as on the bottom of the ladder, but then he goes back to Earth and he's the top of the ladder again.
Gotcha. So it's like, you know when a MMO comes out with that like next expansion, so we'll use WoW because that's the best game to use. When Burning Crusade came out, it's like, hey, level 50 is the cap. Burning Crusade came out, and they're like, actually, it's a level 65 now. So now you can go to the Outer Lands and everything. Okay.
Yeah,
that's fair.
I mean,
Rich, I'm actually playing WoW lately. I've started playing that again.
I fucking love WoW.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Now I got to ask, what's your go-to combo? Like, what's your?
Hunter was my so I started playing WoW with beta when it first betaed, so decades ago, and I played up and through. I want to say it was Lich King.
The best damn expansion out there. I don't care what anyone says.
And then
that's my favorite expansion.
Kind of went back and forth throughout the years, but I've been playing fairly regularly for a couple months now, and I've always gone back to hunters. I started out, my very first one was a hunter. Very first character was a Tauren hunter.
Oh my man!
With a marksmanship spec. This was way back there, so I was one in Molten Core and Black Ring Lair. And then now I'm playing, my main is a gnome survival spec hunter, because somebody made a comment once in some thread I was in, that's like, oh, it's a range class, you can't spec a range class as male. I'm like, I'm having so much fun with this guy. He's awesome. He's got a pet and he can melee. It's perfect. It's everything I want in a character.
Nice.
And his name's Kneecapper.
Fuck yeah.
A gnome hunter named Kneecapper.
Fuck
That's
yeah.
pretty good. That's pretty good.
My first character I ever made was so it was around the time Burning Crusade had come out. It was like, or it had been out for about a year or so. Lich King was getting ready to come out, I think, and my dad started playing. And my dad was like, hey, like Rich could play this, and he like convinced my mom. He's like, let's get him a membership. Well, he can play with me, and I played with my dad. I played with like the guys he worked with, and I was like 6th grade at this point, so I was 12 years old, and I was like, oh, this is the coolest fucking thing ever. But like I grew up playing like RuneScape and Silk Road, so this was my first actual like paid subscription MMO other than like Toontown when Disney did that.
Yep.
So my dad was a night elf hunter, and I was like, I want to be like my dad, so I made a night elf hunter. That was my first character, and then I learned about the dwarves, so I made a dwarf paladin, and that has been my go-to class ever since. I fucking love paladins. And then when Tauren got their ability to be a paladin, I was like, nope, making a Tauren paladin now. This is where I'm at. So paladins are my go-to class.
Yeah. When I first started playing it, I was drawn to the dwarf hunter, because there was the opening cinematic, and it had the grizzly dwarf right in the snow mountain, and then Iron Forge was behind him. I'm like, that's awesome. That's what I want to be.
Right there with this, with
never
the green hood, the leather armor, the bear, and then his musket. It's like,
yeah,
this is cool shit right here.
Yeah. No, my first time I never played a dwarf hunter because when I first started playing it, I was with a bunch of guys and we all played a horde starting off, and then after that I still played a dwarf warrior. Figured I'd give I just played. Yeah, I played hunter for a while, so I wanted to try something different. So I played warrior for a while. And I was the main tank, and I sucked at it.
I love tanking.
That's fair.
I love tanking. Tanking's so much fun.
Not a fan.
No,
like as long as I have good heals, like a good tank or a bad tank can be made good if they have good heals.
That's fair.
Good tank can be bad if they don't have good heals. It's all about the support classes.
Right.
Yeah. I was a good tank in Final Fantasy 11.
I was a great tank in Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah. Except I was a Dragoon Samurai, which nobody ever wanted to use as a tank, but I was a great tank as that class.
That's not a bad tank.
Great.
Wow.
Great. Yeah. God, we could talk MMOs for hours. I'm missing the MMO like game style right now. I'm playing Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth right now, and I'm like, I'm missing the MMO feel of everything. So I'm kind of thinking about starting up 14 again.
14's fun.
14's fantastic. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah. I've been playing WoW, and I'm not in the guild. I really don't chat with anybody. But there's still something about the gameplay of a MMO compared to a normal game that I just find better. I don't know what it is, but I just find it so much funner.
That's
even if I'm just playing by myself.
It's accurate. Like I don't even really party up with people. I mean, I'll party up like if last time I played WoW, it was with Timothy McGowan and Zeckler. I'd party up with them every once in a while, but half the time they'd be off doing the high level shit, and I'd be just grinding away. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna put on an audiobook and I'm just gonna escape for a few hours.
Yeah.
So speaking of MMOs, that's how Jeff came about originally. Because I played Ultima Online way back in the day, back in the early 2000s, and Steve had also played Ultima Online, and we were chatting one day, and it came up that we both played that, and we started talking, and we talked about, we mentioned about the game masters in Ultima Online and how they pop up and help you out of stuck spots, and from there, that's just where Jeff kind of came from.
I was telling Dennis about it yesterday because I was like, this was your like first Troy Osgood book, and he was like, yeah. I was like, oh, dude, you got to read Jeff the Game Master. Yeah. That's like my go-to series. So and it's
Jeff was kind of the opposite of Arcane, where I did a lot of the work on Jeff, majority of it, and Steve and I would bounce ideas, and then Steve would come through, kind of make it funnier behind me. But
it's fair. Also, Jeff's got like one of my favorite covers. I think it's book 3's cover with the rabbit horde. Yeah, it's awesome. Fernando did an amazing job on that cover.
Oh, God, yes, that cover is awesome. That's one of my favorites too. Especially the big bunny with the scar down one eye, blood coming off his mouth. Yeah,
I was like, this is awesome. I want a plushie of that. Give me that.
Right. I found it. I don't have it. Actually, I don't have it right now. I forget where I put it, but I ended up getting one of the a plushie from the. It's supposed to technically from the Holy Grail, Monty Python's Holy Grail, the Killer Rabbit. Yeah. But no, it's close enough.
It works. Right.
Fair enough.
Yeah. It works.
But see, everybody needs to tell Athon to make a plushie of that rabbit from cover of 3, since they're starting to make plushies for some of the books.
You know what?
Now.
I will.
They're making a lot of plushies.
I got Steve's number yesterday because he was like, "Hey, give me your number, Rich. I talked to you enough. Like, just here, take your number." I was like, "Okay." So now I'll text him. I'll be like, that's gonna be my first text to him. I'll just be like, "Hey, I need a plushie of the rabbit from Jeff the Game Master."
Right.
That's fair. With that book, I mean, you've only done 2 co-writes, right? With Jamie and with Jake.
Yeah.
How do you like go about that? I know with this one, you said you almost threw out there and see whoever wanted to pick it up. Like, do you seek people out?
So I didn't throw out the concept. I just kind of threw out like, hey, I'm like looking for a co-writer to work on some properties with me. So I had another guy lined up, and it was going to be more of an urban fantasy, and I got to reach out to him to see if he's still interested in doing it. But so I had the concept of of Arcane Galaxy and what I wanted to do with it, kind of. And then when Jake reached out, I read his stuff. I'm like, yeah, this concept would be perfect for him. He'd be great at this. And so I talked to him about the concept. we talked through it. I sent him like kind of the Bible I had worked up, which really wasn't that much, and then we just kind of took off from there.
Gotcha. And is there, with like, you don't have a lot of series co-written, so is there a reason that you just felt like it, like, hey, I just want to work with somebody on this one? Or...
Yeah, I had a lot of ideas, and I just wanted to get more of them out there. Build up the backlist and just get some more books out there.
Are you able to? Do you have any more coming up co-written? Are you able to talk about them?
So Steve and I are working on have 2 other concepts that we're kind of working our way through just whenever we have time.
Mm-hmm.
He's a pretty busy guy.
Game Master book 4, right?
No.
Oh,
Jeff is pretty much done. Jeff is pretty much done.
I mean, it ends in a good like place, but like just the concept of it was so much fun. I need more of that. Plus, I miss the VR stories, so I'm like anything to get me back to the VR stories. So,
so the other one of the actually both of the concepts are VR stories that we've.
Oh, thank God!
Nice.
Yes.
I hope VR gets a resurgence or a renaissance, I guess is the other word I'm looking for, just because the VR stories are so much fun. Because like as gamers, that's the world I want to live in, is like, you know, the VR world, I guess. But when you have like the isekai trope and everything, like I think we are getting way too many isekais at this point, which it's not a bad thing, but the VR just it's you're in the world and then you forget that it's a game after so long.
Yeah.
You kind of get lost in the immersion and everything, and it's like, holy crap, they're actually playing a game. I forgot about this.
I mean, those are good. Those are the good stories, is when you forget.
Yeah. Jeff the Game Master, I forgot he was the actual game master, and he even talks about it. I was like, no, I'm here for the ride. Like, dude's just doing things.
No.
Okay. The other thing you can bug Steve about is trying to get that one onto Webtoons.
Oh, I need it.
I want to see that. I want to see Jeff in a Webtoon.
I want to see
the way his powers work with the different colors for the code.
I want to see like a resurgence and do a like cinematic audio or something for it, because that would be so much fun. I want to see Lit RPG go back to kind of the roots of what Lit RPG was when it first started in the US. 10 years ago.
Right.
Like I miss the early days of Lit RPG. I love where Lit RPG is now, but I miss the early days where it was kind of crunchy on like the stats. Like I wanted to hear about the epic items. I wanted to hear about the quests. Yeah. I wanted to hear about the one skill that is the pretty much, hey, we're dropping the nuke. Here you go.
I mean, that's fair. That was the main reason why I enjoyed Founders Edition, right? I mean, I got lost in that one, and it was a classic VR MMO style. I mean, I enjoyed it a lot, and this my main thing when it comes to those MMO style games is I just getting lost in them, grinding away, hanging out. I mean, the epic variety of equipment or whatnot, grinding away on bosses or enemies, or even just the crafting and like the ores and all that. I mean. You get lost in it. You can lose hours upon hours of game time, right? Of life, just hanging out and doing all that stuff. And so I think getting lost in a book with that same style is just it's just perfect.
Yep.
So I mean we'll go back to Arcane Galaxy, because that was the kind of the main topic of tonight. Where would you put this on the crunch level? Because I think it's like a medium crunch. It's not like super crunchy or anything like that. But I mean, the stats are
for me. It's crunchy. From one of my
really,
wow. My stuff's not the crunchiest in the world.
Interesting.
I was gonna say Skyrim's it's not super crunchy, but like the basic item, like the descriptions are there, which that's like I said, what I'm there for is I like the item descriptions. I like I don't care really about the stat sheets that much. I like stats, but that's why my previous show was Chat and Stats, because we talk about the stat sheets. But I like the descriptions. That's the thing that really draws me in, is I want to know about that like epic level sword that the main character is going to get. I want to know, what the debuffs and buffs are. That's what makes Lit RPG.
Yeah, but RPG even then, like with this book, Arcane Galaxy, like I see it as very light crunch.
I would say it's like a medium to light.
So
when
I was reading this, I was hoping for more. So like the only times that you really see it in this book is like quests completions and I guess descriptions on skills.
Yeah,
is really the main aspect of it. I like crunch. I'm a big fan of all the stats, all the attributes, all the largest item descriptions you can make up. I mean, you can get lost.
Give you the page and page. It's not the of the walls.
Yeah, it's not the most fun when you're probably writing it, but
it can be.
And keeping track of everything and all the spreadsheets.
Myself's never been to crunch yet, but I'm going back towards more. As I started veering off with less and less with like Tales of the Far Wider is very, very low. It's very slow progression.
Yeah.
The next series that comes out from Aethon, Alcott is more of a deck builder. But again, it's very slow progression.
Nice.
Not crunchy. System Challenger is not very crunchy at all. So this stuff after that is going to be back to being crunchier, a little bit more crunchier.
Okay.
So, kind of moved away, so I got to move back.
So one question I've been trying to add into the like set list of what I'm going to ask authors of your books, and you have quite a few books out there, Troy. Of your series, if someone was wanting to get into lit RPG, would you recommend any of your series, saying like, hey, this is really good for beginners, it really sets the tone for the genre? Like, is there a series you would recommend to a reader that was
Sky Realms?
Beautiful. That's what I was gonna
mention
ask.
It to people before, and I kind of wrote it as a kind of a entry point to lit RPG.
Yeah. And I mean, for the Audible listeners too, like you can get the box set for 1 credit. That's a damn good deal. And anytime,
like 8 hours,
it's like 80 hours.
Yeah,
it's 6 books. It's a fantastic story from start to finish. So I'm always gonna that one's always on like my like introductory list.
That one going back to MMOs, Dragoon from Final Fantasy 11 is my favorite class ever because it had that jump mechanic, and then you were able to get your little wyvern that floated around with you. And that's where Hall from Sky Realms, that's where his class came from.
Hell yeah. See, I'm a Dark Knight guy. I like the Dark Knight class. I've always thought that was like one of the best classes in the game. Final Fantasy IV. Shout out to one of the greatest games of all time. So
I love Dragoon. Dragoon has always been my favorite class from any game. I hated Final Fantasy 11. Hated that game with a passion. Burned me out with the endless grind and having you had to have a group. The only way to level was to have a group, and finding a group took hours. It was a nightmare. But I love Dragoon. That class was so fun.
They kind of redid it when 14 came out, because they like actually introduced like the party finding system and everything. And I'm like, yeah, if you're running a DPS class, like good luck getting into a dungeon for a good time. But
all right.
But 14 is still phenomenal, and the fact that it's getting so much more support and it's been out for 13 years at this point.
Long time.
Yeah.
I'm a big,
played that one.
Oh, it's good. Troy, you would love it.
I'm a big Elder Scrolls Online. I like Elder Scrolls Online a lot.
See, I lost my.
I've never played Elder Scrolls.
What?
Never played on Elder Scrolls Online. I played Morrowind and I played Skyrim, but
No, I mean, those
Oblivion's my go.
Games. Oblivion Remastered and everything. Yeah. No, I enjoy it. So I'm a big Dragon Knight. Anytime a game has a Dragon Knight in it, I'm a big fan. And combine that with sorcery and everything, perfect key combination. I want to love ESO so badly, right? You gotta love ESO.
We'll get a group together. I'll give it another shot.
It's not okay. I wouldn't say it's the best, but I enjoy it.
It's better than Fallout 76.
That's true. I would say Final Fantasy 14 is the best.
Wow. I'm sorry. WoW is the greatest MMO of all time. Like, I'm sorry.
I mean, when it comes to everything else, sure.
Yeah.
WoW has his own little world over there.
We love WoW. Thank you, Father Blizzard, for giving us amazing content like WoW and Diablo.
Jeez. With your story that's behind you you said it's on Royal Road right now, right?
Yep.
And you said book 1's done. You're on book 2.
Actually, book 2 is going up on Royal Road. Book 3 is going up or parts of 3, because I'm writing 3 now, is up on my Patreon.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Is there an expected release date for it?
No, I'm editing book 1 to send to Athon in the next. Okay. Well, I actually had told Brett he would have it to like 2 or 3 weeks ago, but that's not going to happen. He's not going to get it for a little while.
It's fine. Brett's a pretty chill dude.
Oh yeah.
It'll be okay.
I've been working with Athon for almost 10 years. Almost 10. It'll be 10 years in 2029. So 7 years now since.
Yeah. I was gonna say you were one of the first books they
published, right? Skyrealms was their first little RPG they published. Yeah. So I've been with them from the beginning.
I didn't know that. Yeah. That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah, Skyrealms is one of the OGs. Dennis, you got to read it.
Yeah. Okay. I'll have to check it out. I know I've only read Arcane Galaxy over here. I mean, I love it, but okay, Skyrim is the
personally for me.
The next go-to.
Personally, I'm gonna recommend Jeff the Game Master next, just because that one I just love so much.
I had so much fun with those.
I'm looking at these
forum chats.
Covers are beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the covers are awesome. Athon does so good with covers.
I was gonna say, let's take a moment to appreciate. I don't think there's a bad Athon cover.
No,
I don't think there was. Like I was talking to Levi Warner yesterday, guy who wrote Witchward.
Yep.
And oh god, what is it? Magic.
It's not Hedge Wizards. It was oh god,
I'm looking it up.
I can't even think of it now.
Yeah. I'm pulling it up.
Sorry, Levi. I couldn't remember what it was.
World of Magic.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Which, I mean, the cover for it is like it's a good cover.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's not a bad cover, but we were talking about he was talking about Witchward and how Witchward is like his favorite cover he's ever done, and I was like, no, that is a damn good cover. That is a really good one. Darker story, but it's still a really good cover.
Yeah, I've been happy with all my covers.
I was gonna say there's not a I don't think there's a bad Athon cover.
I'm checking this out right now.
There was one that that came out, and as soon as I saw it, like I picked it up, and then I learned Tess Irondale was doing the narration for it, and I was like, oh, this is even better. But I loved the cover of it because it gave off Castlevania vibes, and holy shit, it is good. I'm looking to see where it is because I have it in my library. I can't remember the title off the top of my head.
That was one they had.
Yeah, it's another Athon book.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, hey, I don't want to see you included in my membership. I want to see my damn.
No, they make good stuff. And you have one other book series that was it self-published or outside of Athon?
All my lit RPG have been from Athon. Yeah. All my lit RPG have been Athon.
But you have one other. You have one other book series.
There were some sci-fi books that I did years ago that I self-published.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And I kind of stopped that series, and then I got busy with lit RPG.
Because lit RPG is where it's
but everything else is with lit RPG is where it's at. I do enjoy it. What are you looking for, Richie? Are you looking for
it's the Tess Tess Irondale book. It's gonna drive me nuts if I don't remember the title. So I know exactly right around the time I bought it.
Just wait till you see the cover for Arcane 3.
I can't wait because Swashbuckler looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, the cover for 3 is awesome.
Damn it, where's
that's like what drove me into the book was the fact that like the pitch of it is, hey, this person gets a legendary skill, Swashbuckler, and I was like, okay, I'm sold. That's all I needed to know. The only thing that I wish he did was try to use that skill like more. I think my favorite part was him using it in what was it that bar scene with the arcane like what was his name?
Nexus
specialist guy, and he stole his his gun, and I was like, wow, that was really good. I want to see more skill usage like that. Would be awesome. I'm excited for 2 next month.
Yeah, there's I'm trying to think book 2. Yep, book 2's got a good scene where his skill. Book 3's got a great scene. His skill use. Yeah.
I apparently can't find it. I think it might have been on the old podcast account.
Yeah.
And if it is, I'm gonna be sad because that was actually a really good book. It was another Aethon story, and it was just
yeah. Book 2 cover has mechs in it. Oh my.
Yep.
Now I'm ready.
So
yeah, that looks really good.
Oh wait. Mythica Revenant. That's
still looking
I have it.
Yes, Dean Henniger.
Yes,
Mythica.
Yeah. It's gonna be hard to kind of see it because the camera's not gonna focus.
Yeah,
on
it's got the girl, the woman armored with a spiked mace, I think, right?
Yeah, it's the flail, but it gave off the like the Simon Belmont whip, like the original like Castlevania whip. That's the vibe it like gave me, and I was like, yeah, no, this is my book right here. I'm all for this.
I see.
And it's Tess Irondale, and I love Tess Irondale, and this came out right around the time I had discovered Monster Punk Horizon by H.P. Hollow, so that's where I kind of started listening to Tess Irondale more. And oh god, I love a good strong female MC. Main character is badass. Main character's a badass. So I'm like, yeah, no, we need more of this.
I have a couple concepts for female MCs that I'm going to write one of these days. If there's any authors that are wanting to get into the RPG, come hit me up because I'd love to have a female co-author to help me with these things.
And it would be nice to get like the a female voice perspective on it as well.
Yeah,
I think I know. I think I know someone who's wanting to write a lit RPG. I might send her your way, Troy.
Yeah, definitely.
So.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for that.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna start wrapping up here soon. We'll do one more question from myself and Dennis, and then we'll talk about obviously the elephant in the room, which is the giant Fantastic Con that is happening in less than a month. So we can shed a little light and how excited we are on that. So Troy, I'm gonna ask, when it comes to the writing style, like within the world itself of like your normal setting, do you prefer the more like sci-fi esque element, or do you prefer the more sword and magic, like fantasy side of things?
Sword and magic. I actually don't read that much sci-fi, and Star Wars is my biggest sci-fi, and that's more sci-fantasy or however space fantasy or whatever they want to classify it.
Space wizards.
As long as there's some swords in there somewhere, I'm happy.
Yeah, that's kind of I love a good sci-fi story as long as there's like a photon blade of some kind. I'm set. Gimme the sword.
That's so fair. With Arcane Galaxy specifically, I know you mentioned it a couple times. Is there any other like inspirations that you pull from it? I know you mentioned Firefly and maybe a little bit of a Warhammer vibe to it. Is there anything specific else that you pulled inspiration for the system or the story, the dialogue, the characters themselves?
No, I'm just kind of
more
had this idea
Firefly.
Where it just
all the way.
It just all started with like a spaceship and guy finding derelict spaceship and fixing it up, and just kind of went from there.
Somebody get Nathan Fillion on the phone. We need him to read this book.
Exactly. I'm excited to hear about like what happens with that orb specifically. That like the lead up into the next book and the next like plot line with it. I'm excited.
But he has a couple good scenes in the next book.
God, and then of course, so
the Golden Death Orb.
Yes.
How many books are you guys aiming for with the series? Are you doing
3 books?
Okay, so it is going to be a trilogy.
Unless we get going with book 3 and it just expands, and then if we have to squeeze in a 4th book, oh well, we'll do it.
Not complaining. I like when I can get a good completed series for a lit RPG. There's not enough. There's becoming more, but there's not enough.
Yeah,
there's series that just go on and on and on, and I'm like, you know what? I love it. Don't get me wrong. I would like to see an ending at some point, though.
Yeah. So the next series coming out from the All Card will be a complete series of 4 books.
I'm all for it. And that's the Challenger one, right?
Is being designed as arcs of 3 or 4 books. So depending on how things go, you can keep it going or end it. So the first arc will be 4 books.
Okay.
Longer series for that one.
Yeah, I try to
Not
going forward. I try to make everything like a 3 or 4 book trilogy. You know, it's not really a trilogy. I have 4 books, but a quadrology, whatever. I don't know.
Quadology.
But I try to design in as much as I can because I'm a complete pantser. But I try to put so the 3 or 4 books could end the series, even if I plan on being more in the future. You'll have a complete series with those. If the doesn't continue, you still get the complete series.
Yeah,
but there's always hooks for more going forward to keep it going.
Okay, that's fair. Well,
I like that. I like that aspect of it.
So let's talk about the big event coming up next year or next month, guys. Are we looking forward to Lit RPG Con now that the schedule's out? Holy hell!
Yeah, I got a busy Saturday.
Oh, I got a busy Friday and Saturday.
I was about to say, Troy, do you have a lot going on over there? I think I saw your name quite a bit.
Yeah, I got 3 panels, a signing, and 2 gaming times that are like 3 hours long, I think, something like that.
Okay.
I have
not bad at all.
Yeah,
I was gonna say I have the 5 panels where I learned.
You have 5 panels?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple of lucky people that got more than 3.
Where's my schedule? I just took a screenshot. 1, 2, 3.
You did have quite a bit.
I have 5. Friday at 10:30.
5, jeez.
Yeah, Friday at 10:30, Friday at 3, Friday at 6, Saturday at 9, Saturday at 3, and then gaming time. I have 2 hours of gaming.
Okay. I'm pulling mine up. I'm at 4. I think I have 4 panels. 3 I'm moderating. I don't know how to feel about that.
I can back out of the one if you want to moderate it.
No, I don't need more moderation.
I don't want to moderate this one.
Yeah,
I didn't know 3, I was moderating.
Actually, is that the one I want to be in? That's the one I want to be in too. That's
I told Geneva.
Yeah, I'm in for moderating 3. Yeah,
I did tell Geneva. I was like, oh, by the way, Dennis is just going to be sitting behind me during that panel. He's just going to be whispering in my ear, though, telling me I'm doing a good job, though.
That's not what he's going to be whispering.
Good job, Richey.
Dude, you messed up here.
That was a good question.
Be like, hey,
that was a good question, Richey. Good job. I'm proud of you.
Direct this one at Pop Pop. Ask this.
Why the hell did you ask that?
That's true. No, it should be a good time. Yeah, I got 4 panels, 3 moderating. I don't have anything on Friday. It's just gonna be a stack day on Saturday and Sunday, so it should be fun.
I'm gonna be spending about 6 hours at the at Rex table helping out with that. So
yeah.
I volunteered to help out. So
I'm gonna be spending so much money buying books. I mean, I'm a huge physical books guy. The fact that they're all gonna be under one building, it's too much. My wallet's gonna cry. I'm just gonna be walking out of there. I'm gonna keep going back to.
I'm already in debt. I don't need to be in more debt, and here I am.
It's gonna be so bad. It's gonna be so bad. But it's gonna be so fun. I mean, that's what I enjoyed about last year. What's up?
I haven't even figured out what books I'm bringing yet to get signed.
I have a few books I'm gonna bring that I know I want to get signed. I want to get my Arcane Galaxy signed. I don't need my Founders Edition signed because I have a signed copy, even though that's going to someone else. Like I don't need more Jay Krause books. No one wants that. No, Jay, I want book 2, please. Please. I honestly don't know. I did get a book in the mail today. I haven't opened it yet, but it's from Dakota, so I think it might be his new book. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Oh, I think I might be getting that as well. They reached out to me and asked for my. Yeah. Okay, I have a story about that. I guess I could say it here. I got a message from M space Dale space man. I said, "Who is what is this?"
Yeah.
Nope, random message. Never talked to them. Never seen them ever. And I said, they were like, "Hey, so I'm reaching out from Mountain Dell Press. Can I just have your address and we'll send you a little gift?" I'm like, "Excuse me, you cannot have my address. I have no idea who you are. This seems very suspicious.
You should have reached out to me."
No, you know what? And I think I reached out to Nikolai. I was like, "Hey, what's going on here? Is this real? Is this legit? Is this for Mountain Dell Press?" He never got back to me. And then I got a message from the Dakota Kraut saying, "Hey, Just I heard that you thought our social media manager was a little suspicious. I was like, yeah, actually, I did. Like,
see,
like I've never talked to this person before.
I had the exact same interaction a few years ago, and I was talking with Chris Dagny or Christopher Johns, who does Axe Druid and High Table Hijinks, and I was like, who the fuck is Mountaindale Man? And he's like, oh no, that's the social media guy, because like he was going and liking like all of my posts and everything. I was like, who is this guy? He's like, nah, just the social media.
I've never interacted with this person. First message I got from them was asking for my address. So that's why I was like, no, like you can't. Well, so I responded back. I was like, hey, so I got a message from the big dog himself. I'm so sorry. Yeah, you can have my address.
Well, I got you. You're gonna get this
okay.
Nice
I guess it's
book.
fine.
It's gonna have like an invitation in it and everything. So I'm gonna do an unboxing after we get
I'm
done
excited.
Here.
I'm assuming it's that. So
yeah, I think it's the new book that he's doing. Speaking of new books, now it's time for my favorite section of the show, because we're gonna start wrapping up. Hey, what you been reading? So Troy, we're gonna start with you.
Yes.
This is a place where you can spotlight, either your work or someone else's work that's really stood out to you. What you been reading?
All right. Well, I just finished up Reluctant Dungeon by L.E. Clare.
Okay.
Which was he describes as having a little Terry Pratchett. And I know people are going to yell at me for this, but I've never read Pratchett. I love The Hogfather, though. I watched the movie. I love that movie. So one of these days I'll read the book. But Reluctant Dungeon was pretty good. It's a dungeon core guy, worked as an office drone his whole life, dies, doesn't want to do anything anymore, just wants to retire and be quiet. So he's like, oh, I'll be a dungeon in this far off corner of the world where no one ever comes and no one will ever bother me. And it just goes from there where he gets bothered. And every time he tries to get out from being bothered, it just makes things worse. It just keeps expanding from there. And it was pretty funny. It was pretty good. Another good one that I just read was, and they sell it as progression, but I didn't really think it was any progression in it, really. But it was really good. Was Manifest Fantasy.
Okay.
And it's it's I can't tell if it's like near future. It's got to be near future because they talk about fighting on the moon and stuff like that, and the guys are actually in Space Force. But they find a gateway, kind of thinking like Stargate, and connects to a fantasy world, and they send over some soldiers, and it's just about the soldiers meeting the people in the fantasy world and joining the guild and kind of expanding from there, learning about the history of the gates and why they exist on these two worlds. And what I really liked about it was it wasn't the soldiers come in with guns and an Apache helicopter that just lays waste to a big giant monster that's killing them.
Oh my!
Which is an awesome scene. But it's not overpowering where the tech is better than magic. There's some scenes where the magic is definitely better than the tech, and there's some where the tech is better than the magic. So it's nice compromise between the two of them. But that was a pretty good series.
Okay. Hell yeah. Dennis.
Okay.
What about you, my friend?
And the Reluctant Dungeon, that one just came out, right?
Yes.
Recently.
It's been on for a little while. The 4th book just came out. That's a complete series now with the 4 books.
Oh, maybe that's what recently came out. Okay, I saw it somewhere, and people were have been recently talking about it. Okay, that makes sense. What I've been reading, so I obviously finished Arcane Galaxy just a little bit ago. This book, fantastic. Everybody go check it out. And in the middle and kind of mixing things up, throwing it whenever I can. I've been reading this book, Unsold, Will White Cradle.
Boo, boo,
and I am almost done with the first book. I'm almost done with the first book. Almost done with it. I'm probably gonna. People have been saying read the first 3 as like the first arc.
Oh no, you definitely have to.
I'm gonna try to throw in other. Oh yeah, so that one started it up, and I've got I think a couple more lined up in terms of a little bit of a con prep. So
yeah. Hell yeah. For me,
what you been reading?
All right, everyone, you can go ahead and laugh at me now. I'm on my romantasy kick, so I finished up A Court of Thorns and Roses, and now I'm on A Court of Mist and Fury. I'm about halfway through. It's actually pretty fucking good. I'm enjoying
it.
I'm actually
making your way through it.
I did pick up a few books, so I have a few books lined up. I've already read it, but Ironbound by Andrew Givler. Since I went and saw Andrew yesterday, I got a physical copy because I had the Kindle version. and I read through it on that, and it was fantastic. So I'm like, I'm going to do the audio, and then I picked up the audio for book 2. And I also picked up all the skills 6 because that dropped, and I'm like, oh hell yeah, one of my favorite.
I'm listening to all the skills 6 now. I got about an hour left in it. It's good.
Oh hell yeah!
That's one of the ones I think.
Talk about a genre shift like that. Switched up real quick with the plot twist. So
yes, yeah.
Oh, I'm still not recovering from that.
It's been pretty good so far.
I'm also on another. I'm kind of on a sci-fi kick, so I picked up "We Are Legion, We Are Bob" by Dennis E. Taylor because it's Ray Porter narrated, and I was like, I fucking love Ray Porter, so I'm gonna check that one out here soon. I'm kind of like I'm on my lit RPG like cleanse at the moment because that's all I do, and I'm trying not to burn myself out again. So
yeah. Speaking of sci-fi, if you like mechs, you got to read Rick Potlow. Drop Trooper and Wholesale Slaughter.
I think I've read one of them.
Yeah, Drop Trooper is pretty good.
Okay, I'll have to check out and see if that's what I have.
Drop Trooper is more power suits, and Wholesale Slaughter is more mech. But those are both pretty big.
I like mech and I like power suits, so I'm ready for the next Titan Mage book from Edie Sky because I love Edie Sky. And obviously that's you know men's fantasy harem. Just it's a fun also palette cleanser, but her books like I actually care about the characters. I'm like, yeah, the smut's there for smutty reasons, but I care about the damn characters. I care about the world.
Right.
And she's getting ready to release the second series for Titan Mage. It's new arc from a different character's point of view. I'm excited for it. I can't wait. So
nice.
Yeah. But this has been our episode of Richey's Players Guild with Mr. Troy Osgood. Troy, thank you so much for joining us. No, we really appreciate it. Here.
Love it. Love doing stuff like
Sam, if you're watching this, we love and miss you. We hope you feel better. Thank you for leaving us and quitting the show. We hope you come back. Dennis, obviously, thank you for being my co-host with me, buddy. I really appreciate you. And
of course.
Tuned in. Like this was awesome. We couldn't do the show without you guys. I've never wanted to do the show to be monetized or anything like that. My whole thing with the show has always been if I can bring readers to a book that I know is going to impact their life in a good way, that I've considered my show a success. I've done it in the past.
In the chat, we also had somebody say that they bought Arcane Galaxy while watching this episode. So
appreciate it. Thank you very much for doing that.
That would be Mr. Matt. Yep.
That's what we like to see.
Yeah,
my buddy. So we do have one more episode before Lit RPG Con lined up, it sounds like, and it sounds like it's going to be with Big Dog Andrew Givler. I think we're just in our 8th month at this point. We're gonna.
There's plenty of books, though. You could talk to an 8th author every day for like 3 months.
So we have we're gonna be talking Ironbound, which is more progression fantasy than Lit RPG, but it's got that Roman Empire aspect to it. It's good. It's good shit. I'm excited for it. So, but everyone, thank you so much for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you next time. If we don't see you next time, we'll see you at Lit RPG Con. And
gotta be there. It's gonna be a great time.
Fun time. Yep.
All right, everyone. Hope you all have an amazing night, and we'll see you later.